Hey, what is up, nerds? Here I am with a conspiracy theory, tinfoil hat and all, so hold on. My conspiracy theory, unlike I don't know what this guy's got going on, relies on the use of digital art in magic and its inevitable march toward AI-generated art. Yes, I believe Wizards of the Coast will, within the next 5 years, if not already, utilize AI-generated art as part of their card lineup. Why would they do this? Because of the cost. Yes, it would put artists out of work. Yes, it would generate even more soulless art. But the bottom line is the bottom line for a company like Wizards of the Coast. Now, things that scare me, like AI art, I like to, embrace a little bit and investigate and see what we're up against. So I took a look at some classic magic archetypes. This one, the zombie. I picked out one of the most classic zombies, the Gravecrawler. Beautiful artwork by Stephen Belladin. For all of the AI art I'm doing, I used Bing's chat feature, which uses the DALL, D-A-L-L -E, DALL-E art generator, whatever that thing is. My prompt was simply to create an image of a zombie crawling toward me in the style of Magic the Gathering, and this is what I got. This is one of 4 images that it gave me at first. There's some weird things going on. You're going to see this. It's kind of like a Where's Waldo. See if you can see the stuff that the AR art generator screwed up, like the extra arm hanging out back here, the extra fingers. I added into the prompts to make him crawling out of a grave. So then I got this one. I think we got bonus fingers here. There's like an extra fingernail down here. And then I had this one, which I thought was, this isn't bad stuff. There's some things to clean up and work on. Like, ain't no way that guy's nose stays that intact. He looks a little bit more like the Joker than he does the zombie. Didn't notice at first, he's also got 6 fingers. There's some things the AI kind of doesn't understand about human anatomy. But this was a free AI generator that took me only minutes to use. Kind of spooky about where we're headed. So then I took on the angel archetype, and I, among other people, were a little disappointed with the artwork here for the Archangel Elspeth, or the Archangel Elspeth, if you want to pronounce it that way. It just, to me, from the beginning, felt a little bit uninspired, but I took the key elements here, an angel, female, armor, lightning or electricity, and I asked this prompt: create a female angel in armor, sword, lightning, in the style of Magic the Gathering. And here's what I came up with. I'll show you the 2 best images. This one's got a lot of issues. Take a look at the sword. It has 2 hilts and handles. No point to it. I'm sure there's a metaphor there somewhere. Some of the body parts don't connect correctly, like her arm behind the sword. The armor looks kind of strange, almost like her chest doesn't look accurate. She's got that one eye that's kind of, just not the same color and intensity. A good composition overall, sort of. I just noticed just now the wings look to be kind of flat, even though her body is turned at a 3/4. But I thought this one was pretty good. Now, there's a couple issues there, but, for AI-generated art compared to that original Elspeth, this isn't bad at all. And honestly, this would be a starting place maybe for a digital artist, and you can just kind of clean up some of the problems. Then we have, I thought I'd just dive into the angels in general as an archetype. Sarah Angel, of course, the somewhat divisive Douglas Schuler art from when I talked about Sarah Angel not too long ago. Some people really don't like it, but some of us just love it for its classic nature. So I thought I would ask, Bing Chat to come up with some angel art for me. Create an image of a female angel in robes holding a sword in the style of Magic the Gathering. Kind of, as close to Sarah Angel as I could get. So I get this one. I thought this was kind of interesting because her sword's made of light, but if you track the line, it doesn't really look like it's heading in the right direction. Like the sword kind of curves in a strange way. And then I got this one. And if you can look past the hands, which I don't know if they're quite right, and some of the wonkiness with the sword, the rest of that angel is freaking amazing. And I feel a little guilty saying that because I'm supposed to hate this stuff, right? Anyway, moving on. Let's talk about dragons. This classic Shivan dragon painted by Donato Giancola, not my favorite Shivan dragon. I made a whole video about that and fired some people up. But it's classic nonetheless. Looks like kind of a golden dragon, so I asked to create an image of a gold dragon with red background in the style of fantasy games. I just went with a general fantasy game style this time. This was the first one that it gave me. Kind of cartoonish, but pretty cool looking dragon if you can, forgive the like head horns or whatever those are, frills, kind of linking up with the wings. This one not too bad. Had like extra eyeballs, but good place to start at least. But the AI had a little more trouble with the full dragon anatomy. I think this thing looks like it has 3 wings, maybe a central wing here. Not sure where the tail is going because it heads this direction and then disappears, but then we have this little frill. I don't even know what are legs and what are not legs and extra claws. But anyway, the face of the dragon looks pretty good. Dragon anatomy's hard, right? So, where does this leave us? This is me, a stranger in a strange land, feeling frustrated that this is the direction we're headed. I think it's fascinating that we've been able to create this, but as we often do as human beings, we create things without really thinking about the repercussions of it. This is going to impact the arts. This is going to impact artists. This is going to impact young people who may think about the arts or change their mind because they know they're going to be competing with computer-generated artwork. And that makes me sad because really all the computer-generated stuff does is it searches for images. It puts them together and kind of tries to come up with a composite that fits what your prompt is asking. It's the same thing with the text readers. And it doesn't generate anything new under the sun. It just plagiarizes. So it's kind of sad. Anyway, hope you have a great week. We'll be talking about some real cards with real art real soon. Take care of each other. You're awesome out there. And let me leave you with the One Ring as generated by AI. My precious.